In this screencast, I'm going to walk you through our schedule for fall 2014. I'm not going to read through everything, but I will just give you a quick overview of what you can expect out of the homework assignments for this class. Now, I have created it with flexibility. What that means is that I do open up the next week's worth of homework on Saturday morning at midnight. And it is open for the next 8 days and closes the next Sunday about midnight, 11:59. So please pay attention to that. Now with that, I will advise you strongly to work on your assignments ahead of time instead of right before they're due. So when they come open, try and get them done that first weekend. And then if you run into any issues, you have a lot of time in order to figure that out. So if your computer breaks, or you have internet problems, or whatever, it allows you time then to go down to a campus computer if needed and get that work done. So these are open for 2 full weekends, which are really nice for you guys. And most of the homework assignments are due on Sunday night, but there are a few that are due midweek, and I'll show you how that works. And remember that late work is not accepted. It is your responsibility to make sure you get all of your homework done on time. I give you plenty of time in order to get that done, so you need to make sure that you give yourself the adequate amount of time that you need in order to get the assignments done. Now down here I have it organized by week. So in week 1 here we have orientation. You'll see that we have several assignments, most of which are quick little quizzes that you will do inside my IT lab. So to the right of the assignment you'll see this is where you actually complete the assignment. Now the Get to Know You blog is done in Blackboard. This is the case for all blogs and a few things that are with the research paper. So just pay attention to that. This one has a midweek deadline, which is why I have the asterisk over here showing you that you need to go look at the assignment and see exactly when it's due. Most blogs are the first part's due by Wednesday and the rest of your responses are due by Sunday at midnight. But always go into Blackboard and check that assignment so that you know exactly what to expect. Also in this schedule I show you when it's going to open. So you can see that this opens Saturday, August 23rd, and will close the following Sunday in a week on the 31st. So that's when the assignments are fully due at that point. Now, if we scroll down here, you can see then in week 2 we have computer basics. There's a few things, and then you have an exam. You can see this exam is done inside my IT lab. The research paper topic is done inside of Blackboard, so make sure you read through that when that information comes up. Now starting week 3, things will become very normal. We'll have a basic process we'll go through from then on, and things will be repetitive. So you'll see every week you'll have a simulation training, a grader project, and an end of chapter quiz, all that are inside of my IT lab. Those are for every chapter that we're going to go through in our book. And then in week 3 you also have a blog that's due by Wednesday and then also finalized on Sunday. And that's pretty much how the weeks will go, week to week. You can kind of see that. The one thing I want to draw your attention to is the Word exam. So in week 5 we will finish up Word chapter 3. We have 3 chapters for each system that we go through, each program that we're going to go through. Now the Word exam you can take any time after we get done with the content. And you have basically all semester in order to get that done. And the reason for that is because you do need to go down to the testing center in order to take the MOS exams, the Microsoft Office Specialist exams. And it does have to be completed at the testing center by Sunday, December 14th. So I have that listed here, just saying, now we're done with the content. Now you want to go through those practice exams that we'll talk about and get started studying for that particular exam so you can go down to the testing center and take it. This is the same thing then for Excel. We'll go through the first 3 weeks, you'll finish up the content, and then you'll get ready to take the Excel exam. Make sure you do those as soon as you possibly can so you don't run into any problems, and then if for some reason you don't pass and you need to take it again, you've given yourself that flexibility to do that before the end of the semester. Now Access, all the things are the same. We have the same 3 projects every week. This exam though is not the Microsoft Office Specialist exam. This is an exam that will be done inside my IT lab, and we'll talk about that more. And you'll get announcements from me weekly, kind of defining what we're doing each week. And just like Access, we have the same thing with PowerPoint. You'll go through the 3 weeks of PowerPoint, and then you'll have an exam inside my IT lab. Now down here in week 15, I have reiterated that the Word exam and the Excel exam do need to be done during this week before the 18th. So just making sure that's at your attention, that you really don't have much time to finish that up. Please let me know if you have any questions. Email's a great way to get a hold of me. I'm also in my office. And this concludes our screencast for the schedule.